gotta stay motivated. You gotta go on some adventures, man. You gotta stay determined. You gotta have a great experience. And you gotta enjoy the experience. What's up, anglers? Mike here, Trout Angler Company. Thanks for smashing on that play button. Thanks for being with me in this special edition of the Get Made Show. It's a little bit of a SoCal trout fishing kickoff. And I'm not talking about football, man. I love football, but this right here, man, we're going to be talking about the best kids trout fishing tournament in Southern California going on this September. Stay tuned. Let's get made. Yo, what's up, anglers? Mike here, Trout Made Angler Company in the house. Made Baits in the house. What's going on? Anglers, what's up, anglers? It's been a hot freaking minute. And it's hot, man. This is a hot summer, probably the hottest summer I've experienced in San Diego. It almost feels, I'm originally from the San Fernando Valley, city of San Fernando, and it's hot there. It almost feels like the valley. It's pretty scorching here in San Diego, but we're staying cool, man, because we're cool. Cooler than a polar bear's toenails, man. I apologize. Sorry for the wait on the content. Sorry. There's just life has happened. Life is happening. That's life. Sometimes, anglers, I've been pretty open about my mental health, but I was in a little funk, little depression. A lot of things happen simultaneously where, when you have depression, it makes every little thing that normal people deal with on a daily basis. Just for instance, we had to move. So in April, and that was a big stressor. It was unexpected. No drama, nothing like that. So, we were month to month, we had to bounce. So every little thing makes your world feel like it's falling apart, like it's crumbling and you're suffocating and you're overwhelmed and there's nothing else to do but to climb in the freaking shell and be a hermit. And that's kind of what I deal with. There was some simultaneous events that also happened during that time that led to me not going to the Eastern Sierra, man. Bring you guys that fire trout fishing action, man. Sierra bound trout fishing action. I'm sorry. It was the plan. That's what we planned on doing. That's what I wanted to do. But we were able to get up there. We were able to go fishing. We just went fishing again. There's something huge, big project I'm working on. If you want to see that, it'll be up on Patreon. My Made Patreon. Made ones, I love everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Made Patreons, I got you. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled program there. I just wanted to say thank you for sticking with me, everybody, man. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being excited about getting that notification on YouTube that I uploaded some content. Thanks for asking for the content. You guys are in the DMs, bugging me, keeping me motivated, man, to go on some adventures. And I'm here. I'm recording. I'm in the front of the camera. I'm staying determined, man, as a content creator, as an angler, man, because I want to have a good experience doing this, and I want to share my journey with you so you could share in my experience. There we go. On. Good one. Good fish. Speaking of experiences, I think this SoCal season is going to be fire. It's going to be an experience in itself, and we're going to kick it off with probably something huge, man. Something huge. Natasha Hollingsworth in Lake Cuyamaca. Natasha works directly with Lake Cuyamaca to put on the kids fishing tournament. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see last year we were promoting the kids tournament. This year it's even bigger. It's even better. It's huge. Natasha boasts. She says that this is the best kids fishing derby tournament in Southern California. From what I see, it's pretty big for someone that's, I'm sure she has a lot of help from the community. From the looks of it, man, she has outdone herself. Put on a great show for these kids, put on a great tournament, giving back to the community and kicking off SoCal season. It's fire, man. So let's take a look at, I'm going to have Natasha speak on the derby and the tournament. She was kind enough to do so we could put this on here, get the information out to you guys. It's September 24th, if I haven't said. Okay, so it's coming up. You have plenty of time to plan and get out there. Get your kids out there. Bring the kids. If you don't have kids, call your sister, call your brother, call your cousins, call your compas. I want to borrow your kids. Let me borrow those kids for the day. Let me take your kids fishing. You're going to be a great uncle. Man, you're going to be a great brother, whatever, man. You're going to get some points, man. So grab some kids, come down to the tournament, September 24th. Actually, it's just not for kids. I was very surprised at that. I wasn't even going to bring my rod. We're going to have a booth set up there, anglers. Made baits on deck. We're going to have some merch, but I'm going to be there set up. I would like to hang out with you guys. Come by, say what's up. Make the drive from wherever. It's not that bad of a drive. It's actually a beautiful drive set right there in Julian, California, man, where they make the apple pie. Famous for apples, apple cider drinks, whatever you want. The town is lovely. You can make a whole day of it with the family. But it's free for kids. I don't know, adults, anglers, you might have to pay. But that's all right, man. You got to donate to the cause. Something great going on here at Lake Cuyamaca, and Natasha putting her passion for the community, putting this all together, man. There's some big prizes, man. Some float tubes, some kayaks. A boat was recently added with the motor and a trailer. All right, not just the boat. You got a motor and a trailer also. I have my truck, so if you can't trailer at home, just let me know. I'll bring it to my house. We keep it here, and it'll be like it's both ours.
Yeah, it's just like it's both ours. We just keep it down at my house. Cool.
All right, we got a good fish on, and we got our made one, David right here to net it. We got a good one. So it's crazy. The prizes are crazy. You know, some of your local favorite anglers will be there. Like I said, I'll be there. Cartel's gonna be there. Last year he donated a custom rod. It's pretty awesome. So I'm looking at hanging out, seeing everybody. A lot of local companies involved in the trout fishing community and in the community itself, small businesses. You know, it's a kids trout tournament, so what about the trout, right? This is what, man, Natasha knows what's up. It's just not the best kids fishing tournament, right? Not just like the prizes. First 400 kids, by the way, I think get a rod and a reel. She's going all out on this, but 4,000 pounds of trout are going in to the lake. 4K. You bet I'm gonna have my Phoenix rod and the made baits on the hook. Made baits on the hook. You know 4,000 pounds going in that lake. You know I'm gonna have my rod. So let's hear from Natasha about the best kids fishing tournament in Southern California.
Hey guys, my name is Natasha Hollingsworth. I am the event coordinator for the OP Ball Fishing in the Pines Kids Tournament at Lake Cuyamaca in Julian, California. And this is our 22nd annual coming up on September 24th.
Thanks for being with me, Natasha, on the Get Made show to talk about the kids fishing tournament. How long have you been the event coordinator for the OP Ball Fishing in the Pines Kids Tournament?
So, long story short, I started putting on this event 5 or 6 years ago when I worked for the lake. Almost 5 years ago. My son was born the day of the tournament. So after that, I stopped working for the lake. And since then, I just put this tournament on for the kids. You know, this event has always been about just getting kids outdoors and fishing because they're the future of the sport. And we all know that kids aren't outside enough anymore.
I absolutely agree with you, Natasha, 100%. You got to get the kids outside. Can we let the anglers know? Can we educate them? Let us know who OP Ball is.
The Derby is named after Orville Ball, which he introduced most of the bass population in Southern California, or the West Coast, I should say. So we've just always had it honored under his name. As far as I understand, even 10 years ago, there was an average of maybe 100 kids attending the annual tournament. But as of now, I have seen well over 400 kids lining up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning before they can even register to fish, which is awesome. But sometimes it's really cold and people are nuts, but they just are very committed to this tournament.
Yeah, anglers can be kind of die hard out there in the cold, That's how we do it. That's how we get made. I'm curious, Natasha, how do you make this happen for the kids? And you're doing it for free. It's free for the community. How do you make it happen?
This event is completely nonprofit. We don't make anything from it. We really don't seek any benefits from it, besides some people coming out for the first time, so that gets our name out. So that being said, we completely rely off of donations. Now, the only profit we have from it, which it's still not even a profit, is at the tournament, I have a adult raffle. And at that adult raffle, if you purchase tickets, the money from that goes to next year's tournament. So we still don't make anything on it, but it gives me a jump start for the next year. But if I don't have big prizes or any prizes at all that the adults are interested in, then I really don't get that much of a head start. Donations for the tournament make the trophies happen. They make the 400 rod and reels that kids receive just for showing up happen. They make the raffle prizes happen, which include, float tubes, kayaks, fishing trips, camping and fishing gear, bikes, scooters, anything for outside, I try to get as prizes. So when they register, every child gets 1 or 2 raffle tickets. Donations help pay for the food. They help pay for all the tables and chairs to seat the 1,000 or so people that I have. So donations go a long ways. I always try to tell people $1 is $1. I will stretch it as far as I can because I want to see everybody a winner and everybody taking something from this event, whether it's catching their first fish or building their confidence because they even just won a rod and they didn't even have to catch a fish, but they still walk away with something.
So how much normally do you raise for the event, and what's usually your target?
On a normal year, which we haven't had that in a couple years, we raise around $8,000, which is pretty good. And even last year, I think we ended up about 5, and that was an odd year. But this year, we're struggling to even do 1,000. I mean, it's completely upside down. I know we're all struggling in some way the last couple of years, but these kids have really taken it kind of the hardest, in my opinion, especially as a mom. So I think they really need our help. And I think even though, yeah, sure, this is just getting them outside fishing for one day, but if you come up and you see the looks on their faces when they even just walk up to registration to sign up, I mean, they are beyond excited. It's literally like they just won $1 million and they're holding it in their hands.
That's so awesome, Natasha. I love seeing the kids stoked to be fishing. They also probably know they're about to get made. They're like, I'm about to get made. About to get made. So tell the anglers what they should expect at the tournament.
For example, when they walk up to register, the first 400 kids receive a free rod and reel that already has line on it even, when they literally just show up. Randy Jones with the Padres, he is so awesome and has been donating to the Derby for many, many, many years. And he tries to get us whatever he can. So we always typically pass out even Padres gear of some sort.
We're Dodgers fans here. Natasha, Randy Jones. Just saying, please continue.
Then we have custom stickers or bracelets with the Derby name on it, or goodie bags they hand out with that as well. That is all stuff they get just for coming out to the event. That's it. They don't have to do anything else. They don't have to catch a fish. They literally walk up, sign their name, their birthday, their phone number, their parents' name, and they get all these gifts just for coming out and joining us, getting outside.
Cool. All right. Well, tell us about the fish, Natasha. There's going to be 4,000 pounds. I heard you got something else going on for the little ones.
As of this last year, we were able to build a net cage to put off of one of our T-docks that we stock fish with. The net is always donated by Chris Stanley. He's done it for the last couple years with me. And that is for kids under 6 to have their chance of catching their first fish. So everybody has a chance of catching a fish, to feel the adrenaline and the excitement of the tip of the pole bending over and the reeling in the line. It's just incredible. I've experienced it with my son and seeing the parents just as excited for their kids for catching a fish as the kids are. It's just awesome. But anyways, when you donate, we give, of course, verbal recognition at the end of the tournament before we start the raffle and trophies. And we also hang up some huge banners everywhere on the lake that say all of the sponsors' names, and you'll receive a thank you letter at the end of the tournament talking about how the derby went. So we try to make sure that you are being recognized for what you're doing. And we don't take it lightly. We take it very serious because we know you don't have to donate to something like this, but the fact that you do for these kids is just so meaningful. Not even just to them, but to me as well, and to the lake. Sponsors that have been donating for the last 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. And the newbies, they tend to come up and think, gosh, what an incredible event, and that's why they continue to come back. Whether it's cash or gift cards or physical prizes, we take it all. We aren't picky, we aren't greedy, we're not asking for specific items. We just need your help in any way, shape, or form. And I always encourage people, please, if you can't come out to the tournament, you'll see why I believe this is one of the best kids tournaments in Southern California.
Ooh, she said it. I told you, she boasted. She said it. Ooh. And she said it with confidence.
The lake takes a lot of pride in it, and so do I. It's not an event you want to miss, but without the donations, it's literally not possible. I also have a GoFundMe. If that's easier for you, or if you're local to me, I will gladly meet with you and pick up whatever you need me to pick up. So I will work with anyone who is willing. As long as I've been doing this, I've seen families that return year after year, and every year they come up to me and say they thank me, or they say, hey, we'll see you again next year. So that tells me that we are doing something right, but we can't do it without the public's help. Some people say maybe it's too much, the kids don't need all that they get. They don't need to compete for a trophy. But my thing is, I want these kids so excited that they want to come back for more. Not just meaning like come back to this tournament, but just meaning dropping a line the next time they're at a lake, or wanting to learn more about catching other fish, or creating other hobbies around the water. If these kids don't leave excited or feeling accomplished, then what makes me think that they're going to get out and try it again? These kids are the future of the sport of all kinds, and I want to help teach them the love I have for the sport. I mean, I've been fishing in Lake Cuyamaca since I could walk, when it was frozen over and you could literally toss a rock across the lake because it was so frozen. So not only does the lake mean a lot to me, but showing these kids how to set up their line, or calling out the raffle ticket number, or handing them a custom Phoenix rod from SoCal Trout Cartel in a $300 float tube with a 3-tiered trophy saying you're the grand champion, that makes it all worth it to me. And if I can't get the donations, well then, I can't get them. There's nothing I can do. But I know myself and Butch Paddock at the lake, the manager, all the employees, we will still try to make everyone a winner in some way and make everyone's day as great as every other year. With that being said, again, to me, $1 is $1. I could do a lot with $1, but it's just getting those dollars that I'm struggling with. And these kids need your help after all they've been through the last couple of years. I just want to make one day totally worth it for everybody. And if you can, come out and see us. Shake my hand. I'll show you around. This isn't a tournament you want to miss, and I am truly being honest. I have been to quite a few, and there's nothing like ours.
Wow, that is super inspiring, Natasha, super motivating. I could feel your passion that you have for your community and for this tournament. Being raised there in Lake Cuyamaca, I've been practically raised there too the last 5-6 years. I consider myself a local and have some great times on that lake. It's a beautiful lake, anglers. I've also caught some great fish. They put some quality fish into this lake, man. If you want to see the content, get a little taste of Lake Cuyamaca before you head out there on the 24th, check out the content on the channel. Sorry about that, Natasha. I had to do a little shameless plug there for the content. Can you let the anglers know a little bit more details and maybe where to contact you for the event?
You can contact me on social media, or you can give the lake a jingle and they can help you, or they can give you my number. And if you'd like to donate and have a banner of your own, please send it to me. I will gladly hang it up and send it back to you. I have no problem with doing that whatsoever. So yeah, so that's our tournament. Again, it's called OP Ball Fishing in the Pines Kids Tournament at Lake Cuyamaca in Julian, California. We're a really small lake, a really small community, but we try to do the best we can for these kids and to make one memory at a time by catching one fish at a time. We just want to see them drop a line and have a smile on their face by the time that they leave. I mean, it's just, again, you have to come out to really see what this tournament is about. I understand it, even if you don't want to donate this year, still come out and see what it's all about. Maybe next year you'll have a change of heart, because this may just be, again, fishing for a day, but it's memories for years for these kids, and they really deserve it. So if you can, please donate. If you can't, I completely understand. If you want to come out and volunteer, great. I will put you somewhere. Let's just make this happen for these kids. They are really relying on it. So anyways, thank you for your time and for listening to me rant, and let's just hope that I can get these kids a good time. So come out and drop a line with us. Thanks.
So let us know also, how can someone help? How can someone donate?
You can mail donations to Lake Cuyamaca Recreation and Park. Attention, Natasha Hollingsworth. 15027 Highway 79, Julian, California, 92036. You can mail them there. You can drop off. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or my email is Natasha, Natasha, self, SELF, 69 at hotmail.com. You can email me and we can chat a little bit more. But those would be the best ways to get donations there. Or I have a GoFundMe that's under OP Ball Fishing in the Pines Kids Tournament.
Thank you, Natasha, again for being on the Get Made Show, letting us know a little bit more about the OP Ball Fishing in the Pines Kids Tournament. This is free, September 24th, anglers. Be there, be square. You can't miss it. Like the lady said, like Natasha said, this is the best kids fishing tournament in Southern California, man. And she's going all out. You gotta make it there. September 24th. We'll see you there, anglers. I love you all, man. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for getting made. My name is Mike. This is Trout Made Angler Company, the Get Made Show. And we're out. He's just digging. He's done. Nice one. Nice one. There it is, David. Let's get made, baby. I told him in my...